Welcome back to the Delaware Way. I'm Larry Menti. We're with TJ Healy, who is the director of Film Delaware. It is a nonprofit that tries to attract films to come to Delaware. We were talking about the state and the possibility of tax incentives, why there aren't any right now. And as we talked about that during the break, we just mentioned that all these other corporations come here because of the tax benefits. And you mentioned a couple I didn't know about.
But it's not cash. We're not giving 20th Century Fox.
They're here. 20th Century Fox is here. Disney's already here.
But we're not giving them $20 million to come here and be in our state, versus the tax, what the tax incentive would do with them sending films here.
No, they're here because they're already getting tax breaks that probably total more than what you just mentioned.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So wouldn't it? There is no way to get them to do some more shooting here.
No. What we need to do is set up a program. We need to probably go back to the state, probably for a grant. The Film Office of Philadelphia they get a lot of grants from the state, from the city, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. We've got a very moderate budget that we want to try out, that we're going to probably meet after the first of the year about it. You asked about the Village earlier. The Village, even though it was done in PA, and just a minor segment was done. It was done in PA so close that there was a wagon trail that went through the woods that connected it to Delaware. So, but a bunch of them stayed in Delaware. A lot of the construction project, they built the whole village. So a lot of the products were, I bet probably close to $3.5 million was spent inside of Delaware when they did the Village in Pennsylvania.
Right, and for people that don't know, that was an M. Night Shyamalan movie,
right.
Done several years back, and he's continuing to do movies in the area, but not in Delaware.
Well, no, but that's okay, because what M. Night has done. I mean, when we did Dead Poets, I went back to Los Angeles to do Back to the Future, and I just couldn't. I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. Here I'm right in L.A. I can sell our state right here. Everybody was high on it, and I will never forget a good friend of mine who became president or head of Hollywood Pictures, which was part of Disney. He would hire me to go out and do other find locations all around the country, and every time I would go, and he knew what I was going to say. Can I go to Delaware? And he'd go,
and why was that reaction? Why is it
because we have no crew. Our crew base. One thing Philadelphia now has that they didn't have back in those days, they have people, they have worker bees, okay? But they didn't have heads of departments and all that. What M. Night did was say, hey, I'm filming here in PA, I'm filming here in Philadelphia, we're gonna build these departments up. And he was able to build up a lot of crew. So now we do have a really good crew base here that we can draw from. We've got some union things that we deal with, because if you drive down the state of Delaware, on the right-hand side, we answer to Baltimore, Washington. On the left-hand side, we deal with Philadelphia, New York. Figure that one out.
Okay.
But other than that, we've got a good crew base here. So instead of sending 90 people back or 100 people back as crew, they don't have to do that.
So how do you sell? I have a movie. I'm talking about going somewhere on the East Coast. When you're selling Delaware as a location, what are your selling points?
One, just for starters, our hotel tax is cheaper than any place. Even if you're working in Philadelphia, even if you're working in that stage at Sun Center that you probably have seen,
sure.
which is which is about 3 miles on the other side of the line there. If they literally stayed in Delaware, they would save X number of percent just even on their hotels.
Which is significant. That's
yes,
significant
we have no sales tax here.
It makes so much sense for the state to get more involved. I do hope you get your grant, because it's not, and it's just, we've been talking about the money, but there is also a PR factor. There's also a feeling, you feel better about your state. And as you just mentioned, all of the state politicians and federal politicians in Delaware get to hobnob with the stars. So, and I'm certain they like that too.
It is. And they're still looking, people still come here and ask where the cave is for Dead Poets.
Right, exactly.
Which exists.
Right, well, and there's tourism in that too. I mean, Philadelphia is still living off Rocky. When was that? 1976.
Absolutely. As I worked on Perfect Storm, and we were in Gloucester, Mass, not New Jersey, and at the Crow's Nest, people still come to look for the crow's nest, which is there. You know, so it's a constant thing wherever these people are, wherever we feel. The Everett Theater, people come to look at the Everett Theater where part of Dead Poets was.
Well, I'll tell you
St.
what,
Andrews.
it's now in my mind, and we have a lot of politicians on this set, so I promise you I will keep bringing it up.
Well, I think you have one coming, but he's very much part of us.
Oh, good. Well, we get the governor, and we have senators, and we have state politicians coming in, so I'll keep bringing it up. Sarah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us.
TJ Healy, director of Film Delaware. We'll be right back.